Hello there, this is the Black Swan speaking once again, and the box office numbers have come out internationally and domestically for Suicide Squad, and it kind of is a success for Warner Bros. In a way. So let's get into the domestic numbers first. So Suicide Squad opened to an estimated 135 million. I can't help stripe enough that estimated means that in a sense that this number can go down or up depending on how well the actuals are out tomorrow. I think it's more likely to go down, and if it does decrease enough, it could throw Suicide Squad kind of under the bus, where it's under Deadpool's opening, as Deadpool opened in the 3 days of around 134 million. So it's very close between Suicide Squad and Deadpool. And granted, Suicide Squad, of course, is a PG-13 in most territories, so it kind of has the advantage and should have made more in a technical standpoint. But we'll see if these estimates actually hold for Suicide Squad to be the third highest grossing opener of the year, because of course the first place went to Captain America Civil War, and second was Batman v Superman, Warner Bros. Other superhero flick that came out this year. However, this 135 million estimated start for Suicide Squad domestically is not all that successful in a way, because as I talked about in my last video, the Friday to Saturday drop off of 40% is clearly scary for Warner Bros. In a way, so therefore Warner Bros. Shouldn't be celebrating too soon just yet, because Batman v Superman opened to incredible numbers of 165-66 million around that. However, it saw a 70% drop off the week after, and people knew it was going to drop off that big due to, of course, the drop-offs between its first weekend between Friday to Sunday. It looks like Suicide Squad is on a similar pattern, and of course, as its Friday to Saturday drop was heavier than Batman v Superman's drop of 39%, therefore, or 38% around that. Therefore, clearly Suicide Squad is in danger, and clearly Warner Bros. Needs to do something about it, clearly, because they might have another disappointing box office performance on their hands if Suicide Squad doesn't perform leggy, because the budget for this Suicide Squad movie is 175 million. However, the Hollywood Reporter reported that this Suicide Squad movie needs to make between 750 million to 800 million. Therefore, that's a lot of money to make for this movie, considering it doesn't have that Batman appeal that Batman v Superman had. Therefore, I would be worried if I was Warner Bros. But I'm not going to say this is a disappointing opening, because it is a successful opening for a movie like Suicide Squad. But I wouldn't be too happy about it if I were Warner Bros., considering the drop off between Friday and Saturday. But also, DC fans are probably going to go, especially the blinded DC fans, are going to, oh my god, it opened higher than a lot of Marvel movies. It's a success. But in a way, it's kind of not a success. As I said, the drop-off could be huge come next weekend, which clearly will show if this movie has any legs, which I don't think it will. But moving on to the overseas numbers, the David Ayer directed Suicide Squad movie managed to debut with 132 million, which is behind Deadpool's international debut of 132.1 million. So in a way, that's kind of disappointing, considering once again Suicide Squad has a low rating of a PG-13, where Deadpool had a 15 rating, which kind of chopped away its audience. So therefore, for Deadpool to open better internationally than Suicide Squad, it doesn't bode well for word of mouth, clearly, for this Suicide Squad movie. So clearly there's a drop-off present internationally, as well as, in a way, domestically. So if I was Warner Bros., once again, they should be worried about the international numbers just as much as the domestic numbers, because Batman v Superman also, even way, suffered a similar hard drop-off internationally as well as with domestic. So Warner Bros. Needs to be worried, because this Suicide Squad movie most likely won't break a profit even with these successful opening weekend numbers, because this international opening weekend number is great, but it needs to have legs international if it wants to prove that it's, let's just say, a successful movie, which I don't think it will have legs internationally, because clearly toxic word of mouth is proving to, in a way, chop the potential audience for this Suicide Squad movie, and those that are either on the fence to seeing this movie clearly won't be seeing it due to the toxic word of mouth clearly going out, which clearly is having an effect, and even critic reviews are clearly having a real effect before the second weekend, where Batman v Superman really critic reviews had effect the second weekend. However, they did have a kind of effect on Batman v Superman's opening weekend, but not as big as they are having on Suicide Squad's opening weekend. But at the end of the day, we can't say this is disappointing. I would consider this a successful opening box office weekend for Suicide Squad, but I wouldn't be celebrating if I was Warner Bros, as I said, because this movie looks like it's not going to have any legs, proven by its downfall from the Friday to Sunday in international box office receipts as well as domestic box office receipts. So clearly Warner Bros should be very worried, because this movie is going to drop like a rock come next weekend, especially when you have two new movies like Pete's Dragon, which is by Disney, and then Sausage Party, which had a lot of buzz. So them movies clearly could take the Suicide Squad movie down come next weekend, especially with the toxic word of mouth going against this Suicide Squad movie. Well, when I say toxic, it's more mediocre word of mouth, but still hurtful word of mouth. But we'll have to wait and see how the Suicide Squad movie does in the coming weeks, and if it proves to be literally drop like a rock like Batman v Superman did, and kinda have no staying power in the superhero genre mix. Because Captain America Civil War had plenty of staying power, but I don't think Suicide Squad will have that same help that Civil War had, due to that having great word of mouth and great reviews. But we'll see how it performs against all the other superhero movies that came this year once it's all said and done at the end of its box office run, Suicide Squad's box office run, as I said. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments below of what you think about Suicide Squad's box office opening weekend being possibly a success or not. I don't mind if you agree or disagree, but I'd love to hear all your thoughts below and critiques. So be sure to click that subscribe button to support this channel, and even give this video a like. So thank you for tuning in, and goodbye for now.